Bruh, let me tell you something, man. The way I just walked in, bro, I stood in front of my green screen, I clicked the recording, I waited for it to hit start recorded. Now I'm seeing that it stopped recording, I'm seeing that red light. I see the Reverend Sandy Volume 1, and I just know this is gonna be a banger. It's your boy Boofy, aka Boopak. Welcome back to a new video. I talked about every single novel under the sun, but how haven't I talked about Reverend Insanity? How haven't I did a breakdown on Reverend Insanity? I'm gonna do a breakdown soon. I got a breakdown coming soon. I'm just scripting it right now. Yes, you hear it. Boofy, aka Boofback, aka the Grasshopper scripting. What is this? There's a lot of information. I love this novel so much. I need niggas to understand it play by line by line, because everything here is intricate. This is one of the greatest novels of all time. Nothing can top this. Nothing. I don't know, bro. At first, I thought it's right there with Renegade Immortal for me. Like, I think Renegade Immortal is the best Taoist cultivation novel of all time. That's just my personal opinion. I think it got everything. It's really balanced, really straightforward. You know what I mean? Martial World could have been that. Martial World is the most brain rot. It's peak junk food. Let me just say that, man. And then Reverend Insanity is like, oh my god, bro. Anytime I read Reverend Insanity, bro, it's a mood I can't even describe or explain, bro. I'm only 300 chapters deep, and it's like, I'm over here like, I kind of forget that I be reading the same. I don't know how to explain it, bro. It's one of those things, the world building, the scenery, because this nigga love exposition. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Especially when it comes to the scenery. I'm gonna talk about it later. Reverend Insanity Volume 1 review. You already know who I am. Nigga. What we gonna be going over? Listen up. Wait, what we gonna be gone over? What is Reverend Insanity? Yeah, I gotta explain that if you want to even understand what even the foundation of this all. What are we building off of? What is the first 5 chapters of this novel like? Because I like to think that the first 5 chapters of a novel always pave the way of how the novel's gonna be. In the first 5 chapters, usually a nigga get a broken treasure, something happens to the MC, or the MC is set up in a certain predicament. Let's just say he has no meridians, no nothing, and then 4 chapters in, you know, they give us world building for the first 3 chapters. They make his life seem bad. He's crippled, even though he's really intelligent. He got crippled meridians, and he has a senior martial sister he's in love with, you know, but she ended up betraying him for a young master. This dude life sucks, you know. And then 4 chapters in, this dude unlocks some crazy treasure, has a dream one night, and he wakes up, and then he got a cultivation technique, or he just straight up get a system like the Goo world. What is Goo? The Goo Masters. Okay, so what is all that? Feng Wan overview. We're gonna get an overview on Feng Wan. This dude philosophy. Why this nigga is one of the worst men in fiction. This dude did so much trash. This is not like how I remembered it, bro. I don't know, it's because I was skimming through chapters while simultaneously looking at the wiki, trying to get to the peak parts. Bro, I was like a kid with popping in the DVD and going to like the movie scenes and skipping ahead in the movie, only watching the cool scenes, bro. OG niggas know, man. Dang, I think that just gave me unk status. World building. World building. We need to know the world. We need to know the world. This world. Whoa. The way it's described, it really paints a picture. Binding. Can niggas start correcting me on these names? I know I'm saying these names wrong. Gotta start G-checking me, man. Y'all can't make a sec patriarch look bad, right? Is that even pronounced the Goo? Don't tell me. No. Goo just sounds too perfect. Bai Ning and Feng Xing. I'm saying Feng Xing, nigga. I'm crashing out. Feng Xing. This is Feng Wan twin brother. Little brother. Twin brother. Let's just say they was born an hour difference. What is Reverend Insanity about? Why do people in the novel community keep on talking about this? Why do people in the novel community keep on saying, yo, this is one of the greatest of all time? Why do people in the novel community say, if you never read novels, you should read this? Why do people in the novel community say this is one of the most evil person of all time? Let me explain to you. So you see this guy right here, man. He was really from Earth. He was from Earth. He got transmigrated to the Goo world, the stereotypical, okay, like, you know, the typical transmigration. He gets transmigrated. Now he get reincarnated into the Goo clan. He like, yo, alright, man, I mean, shit, let's get it popping. This is his first life in the Goo world. He like, let's get it popping. He goes through so much torment, it makes no sense. He was not the MC, he was not the main character, but he made it to rank 6. His aptitude was actually really garbage. When they thought he had an A rank aptitude and his brother would have a C rank, his brother ended up having an A rank and he ended up having a C rank. And because of that, that caused a lot of torment because their aunt and the uncle started to manipulate his little brother and him to put them against each other. He started to see through and he was like, yo, man, we really gotta, let's chill out, bro. But you know, this nigga Fang Zing taking out his trauma all up on Fang Wan. Now he got a dip. Bro was finna die. He was stuck in rank 2 for like almost 100 years until he found something that could a goo that could increase the aptitude of the goo master. But he was finna be out bad. He was finna be out bad. He going through struggles. He slowly, I wouldn't say he was righteous beforehand, but he slowly turned in from a good person to a thoughtful, methodical, crafty, demonic person. And then for like the last 400 years of his life, because he lived for like 500 years, the first 100 years of his life taught him something. You gotta realize he was originally from Earth. 100 years of torment is kind of insane, bro. Living 500 years being a nigga who was immortal and seeing how crazy and apocalyptic the goo world is, bro. Nigga mind broke, bro. But he turned that into a whole strength, and now he only cares about power. He said, you know what, bro, feelings is too much, relations is too much. Only if there's money at the end of the line. If I'm getting some primeval stones, some crazy goo, and inheritance, I don't even want to fuck with you. He turned into a dirty dude. And so this dude got pressed up on a mountain because the whole righteous world figured out this dude refined the spring autumn cicada. So they all ganged up, friends and foes, ganged up and said, yo, we got a tag team on this guy, man. We got our differences aside. You know Fang Wan is notorious for being a bad dude, man. And now you got this spring autumn cicada, which is ranked 6 out of the top 10 of the immortal goo. We gotta murder him. They like, screw you, Fang Wan. You rape my sister, then plunder all her goo using the savage plunder goose. Fuck you, Fang Wan. You plundered my whole sect and then burnt them down in the whole 700-mile radius, and all our mortal villages got burnt down to the ground. Fuck you, Fang Wan. I was your personal guard for 50 years when you was a rank 3, and you end up crippling my aptitude and snatching away all my goo. If it wasn't for Master Wu, I wouldn't even be cultivating to this day. And this dude standing on the mountain like, dang, I really hurt this many people, huh? You're like, well, I'm not making it through here. He's a rank 6 immortal. He looking down at the world like, dang, this shit really all meaningless. I think this moment right here actually confirmed in his mind, like, yeah, this whole world meaningless, bro. I'm finna just try to get that power, man. Maybe there's some meaning in being a rank 10. Let me see that power. Let me see. Maybe something is at there, the golden goose. Maybe there's the golden goose at the end of the tunnel. Maybe there's light at the end of the tunnel, man. And I'm only going straight for that light, bro. Any day get me towards that light faster, bro. That's all that matters. And so he used the spring autumn cicada because they was all finna jump on him, and he ended up going back to when he got reincarnated into the Goo village when he was 14 years old, a week before he awakened his goo aperture. And that's Reverend Insanity. And then bro looked outside, he said, the world looks splendid today. Little did they know, a demon just got reincarnated. This dude was gonna cause turmoil to the whole world. Goo, what is goo? We gotta explain what goo is. What is a goo master? And what is this goo aptitude I'm talking about? Wait, hold on, I should have a cute little picture right here. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Look at that. That's the liquor worm. That's a goo. Okay, let me explain what goo worms are, or worms, because goo could literally be anything. They're embodiments of the fragments of the great Tao that comes from the heaven and earth, bro. I'm just gonna pull up the wiki screenshot. And goos could be mountains, rocks, objects, food, vines. They could be a tree, plants, lights, anything. A pair of scissors, a bottle, like it could be quite literally anything you think of, bro. Shit, it's probably a goo that's a star. Now, what is a goo master? A goo master is somebody who can use primeval. I just pull up the wiki. Now, when you become a goo master, your aptitude ranges and it's very vastly. So there's like D rank aptitudes, and then there's like A rank. It's like D rank to A rank, and there's percentages in those specific ranks too. So in the C rank, I think it's like 40 to 59% primeval essence capacity, and that's really matters. The amount of primeval capacity you have really matters because that means you also restore more primeval essence faster. You can use more primeval essence. Therefore, your combat longevity is longer. You can basically fight for long periods of time compared to anybody in the B rank, C rank, D rank. Especially if you know how to use goo, because all goo masters follow the motto of use goo, refine goo, and take care of goo. You know what I mean? If you're good at those three, along with having an A grade aptitude, you're broken. Like, all you really need is a set amount of goo that actually complements each other, because there is pros and cons to goo. There is many pros and cons to goo. Actually, in this world, in the goo world, bro, there's upsides and downsides to quite literally everything. Not everything goes your way in life, bro. This is stressed a lot in this novel. So like Feng Wan had like a 42% aptitude. He had a 42% primeval essence capacities, so that made him a grade C rank. And his brother had like a 92% capacity, so that made him an A rank. So everybody in the Gu Yu sect started focusing on him, and then started putting Feng Wan in the dirt. But in his second life, this nigga didn't care, bro. This dude was a demon, bro. Feng Wan did so much things that I was like, oh my god, please don't do that. But then he will start explaining his mindset, and then he will talk about the benefits and the plan to get to that. I'm like, yo, low key, twin, like, even though that sounds evil, do your thing. Hook up, twin. Hey, listen, anything to get to the top, right? Feng Wan will sometimes I actually like dropped, like I have to not like read the novel, because I'd be like, dang, bruh, this dude really just did some crazy shit. Like when he burnt the twins, and it was burning for like a long time. It took them like I think like 30 minutes to burn, and it will crawl out of the fire, because he was trying to refine the bone. It was the bone unity goo, because he needed it, because then he'll be able to dual cultivate with Bai Ning, so he can increase his cultivation base back to what it was. He started cutting off his own flesh. One of the recipes was like 2 people's own flesh, but the resonance wasn't working because they wasn't familiar with each other, because how the goo worked, because the goo was like 2 people who have close relations, it works the best with, and that's the best way to refine it. So he was like, yo, he captured these twins. Oh my god, it's so much I have to get into, bruh. He basically captured, that's like volume, this is volume 2, but he basically captured these twins because he was finessing this whole sect and stealing their goo by acting in front of these guys. These dudes think it's something that it is. They think he's sweet. They think it's sweet, but it isn't. And this dude is robbing them, getting his cultivation base up to learn the crazy recipes, got a bone inheritance, stole their twins as a threat, did some terrorism on these guys, and then he went straight into the bone inheritance, and then he's gonna throw these twins into the fire. While they're alive burning, they trying to run away out of the fire. He will kick them right back in it. This dude was a bad person, but he got that bone unity go, and I mean, he got that bone unity goo, and now he's cultivating up in that realms, man. So, hey, is it really that bad? Also, having a low capacity on your aptitude is really, really bad, because let's just say if you're rank C, especially Feng Wan, who had 42% capacity rank C, which is like probably one of the lowest, close to one of the lowest C grade rank aptitudes you can have. Nobody thought he was gonna hit rank 3. And nobody thought he was gonna hit rank 3. Like, nobody. It was impossible. 42% rank, because the walls get stronger and stronger when you break through. There's aperture walls. Okay, so when a goo master cultivates, right, they use their primeval essence, they try to break through this membrane. I'm gonna pop up the chart. There's 4 walls. As you go up the cultivation ranks, these walls get harder and harder to break through. You would need more primeval essence in order to break through. If you had an A grade aptitude where you could just pump straight through the walls, you got 96%, you just pumping through the walls. Also, there's the top 10 physiques. They're like high risk, high reward. Oh, like Bai Ning is a good example. He could cultivate fast. He could go up the ranks really, really fast. Or should I say she? He could go up the ranks really, really fast. But he's like a ticking time bomb, because the higher the ranks he go, the more load that he puts on his aptitude, bro. Because it's like his base can't take it, bro. He'll just pop. He would just swell up and just blow up. His cultivation base would literally explode. He was a literal ticking time bomb. But Feng Wan, you know, being the finesse he was, used that yin yang goo on him, manipulated him by using that yang, turned him into a girl, said, yo, you gotta help me with my cultivation base, be my bodyguard low key. He said, I'm not gonna give you the yang goo back to turn you back into a male until you help me get to rank 3, blood. Come on, bruh. You can't believe what this man tells you, bruh. If he says he'll let you go, is he really gonna let you go? Who is Feng Wan? Why is Feng Wan? And what is Feng Wan? This dude's a demon. This dude's evil. But why is he evil? I think the 500 years gave him that bad mental. But he's not edgy though. I don't want to paint the picture that he's edgy, but this dude don't care about nothing. Like, I'm talking about emotionally, he couldn't care less. He can act like he could care, bro. He's a very good actor. He's a very good manipulator. He only does everything for benefits. He's a perseverer. He just only cares about the grind. He just want to get to the top, bro. He just want power, and he don't care about nothing else. He only care about goo, cultivation, Meevil stones, and harnesses. He don't care about nothing, man. He literally only cares about power, bro. He really be a schemer. This dude's very, very smart. He's a very methodical person. He plans out everything. He actually feels anxious when he's not in control. He hates when there's unknown variables. Yo, you remember when he was baiting them beast hordes? He did this twice. He baited the beast hordes, these lightning wolves or whatever, right? Because there was a beast horde happening at the mountain, and all the three sects there was all struggling. So they all banded up. They made like a whole contribution board. The amount, if you get this amount of kills and you turn in this, you get contribution points, which you could turn in to get goo and materials and stuff like that. Fang didn't care about that. That's why he was always at the lowest in the leaderboard. People used to make fun of him about that, but he didn't care. He showed no emotion. He just shrugged his shoulders and be like, why would I care, bro? I mean, shit. But he's like, you know what? You know what I can do? I do need some goo. How about I don't know, bait the wolves into my own clan members and let the wolves kill them, and then I third party on purpose, kill both the wolves and my clan members, steal all their goo, sell the bodily materials of the wolves, and I get triple the profit. This dude did that for a couple months. This dude is a bad person. Do I have to talk about the infamous bear scene? I don't think I need to talk about the infamous bear scene. We all know it, buddy. He fed a girl to a bear. And then when she kept on trying to crawl out and stuff like that, have her body cut out, he kicked her right back into the bear. And no, the bear didn't want to eat it too. And the bear was full. And he started to force the bear to eat the girl. It was really messed up. Or how about when he opened up the monkey heads because Biden and him was like, oh yeah, we need some food. They captured some of these monkeys. And he was like, Biden was like, roast them already. Like, I'm hungry. And then Feng Wang was like, nah, let's not do that. We're not going to roast them. Oh, but we killed them in their suffering. And then we cook them. How about we do this? We're gonna open up their brains at the top, expose their brain while they're alive, and scoop their brains with a spoon and eat their brains like it's ice cream, like they open up a jug of ice cream, bro. And Biden like, yo, this dude's crazy. He eating their brains while they're alive. This dude's they're squealing, bro. And this dude shows no emotion. He eating something, yummy. And then Biden started doing, he's like, well, hold on, there's a photo of it. And they like, good. Oh my god, the world building. Okay, so you see this? This makes up some of the goo cultivation world. There's more to it, but we're not going to get into that till the later volumes. We're capping it to what we know from volume 1 or 2. I should talk about past, but I didn't want to make us, I'm not trying to make it. So this makes up, we're going to say this makes up the goo cultivation world for what we know of now. Hold on, I got a paragraph for this. Shout out to the wiki. Alone Northern Plains, you see that right there at the top, has an area of roughly 5 billion kilometers squared, while southern border has an area of roughly 7 to 8 times the size of Earth. The size of the central continent is unknown, but it's stated to be 50 million kilometers wide, which depending on the shape, square / circle, means its size ranges from 1 quadrillion kilometers squared. Holy shit. It is not explicitly stated how large the other regions are. Dang. So just imagine the sheer size of the planet itself. I wouldn't even say this is technically a planet, bro. I feel like they're all, this shit like a solar system when you think about it, bro. It's really its own solar system. Oh, you telling me to do my thing? Then let me do my thing then. Yeah, we breaking through the void, boys. Reverend Insanity is legendary. This shit is peak, bro. I remember when he finessed it. I remember when Binding crashed out, Foundation base was circulating crazy, exploded. He had to use the Spring Autumn Cicada, instantly pre-planned what he was gonna do. He finessed, got the Yin Yang goo and the Blood Skull goo from the Goo ancestor, trapped him out of the shield, killed all his clan members to fuel his aptitude, got that aptitude up using the Blood Skull goo, and then he used the Yin Yang rotation goo, finessed Binding in order to turn him into a girl, and to say, yo, you gotta help me with my cultivation base. I have the Yang goo to turn you back into a dude. Can't kill me yet though. You gotta help me with my cultivation base, and when I become a rank 3, then I give it back to you and I let you go. Wink. These dudes go on a tag team duo mission for the next 5 years, trampling over every single sector, getting all these inheritances, entering competitions. God, and then how he finessed the higher-ups, the Guyu sect. I think the first time we really see this dude truly act was when that dude older brother came out and was like, yo, I think this dude killed my brother, because the last time anybody saw him was him and my little brother talking at this one bar, because freaking Feng Wan purposely showed off the liquor worm to this guy and was like, yo, he was trying to show the inheritance so he could sell this video goo off. And it turned out that when the video plays 100 times, the flower monk finally showed his inheritance. The little brother and Feng Wan was there. This dude like, yo, bro, this is a flower monk inheritance, bro. This is a whole inheritance, bro, from a demonic cultivator for who's rank 4. I should kill Feng Wan, but you know what? Maybe let me not kill him yet. Let me coerce and talk it out with him, and then maybe, you know what I mean, we could come to a middle ground. Or if I have to, you know, I'll murk him, you know what I mean, after he helps me a little bit. And then he starts to turn around to see Feng Wan reaction. Feng Wan already is already halfway through slicing his head off. Halfway through the motion, he was like, bro didn't even have a moment to react, bro. Feng Wan said, yo, you had to die, bro. I didn't even know there was inheritance. I thought all he had was a couple primeval stones and a liquor worm. In this photo video goo I was trying to sell you, bro. I didn't know he had an inheritance here. Sorry, buddy. Bye-bye. And then dude, older brother came at like, yo, you had to kill him because people last saw you there, man. He was like, nah, bro, I didn't, bro. Like, didn't. Oh my god, I don't even remember, because it went on for like 4 chapters, but this dude acting was absolutely insane. And then because he had the spring auto cicada, I ain't gonna lie to you, because he had the spring auto cicada, when they used this like goo that could tell if you telling the truth or not, it's a righteous goo, and they basically putting it in the person's aperture, and this other person will have like the other part of that goo, and it will tell them if the person is telling the truth or not. But because he has a rank 6 goo, Feng Wan has a rank 6 goo, the spring auto cicada, all he have to do is release a little bit of this aura, and the freaking goo is gonna cower itself. It's gonna be like, it doesn't dare tell the truth. So Feng Wan could just lie all he want, and the goo just gonna be like, he tell the truth. Bro, I love the little like gambling, like there's these rocks that can have goo in it, and that's what a lot of people do, is like these random rocks, they all look the same. Well, no, I wouldn't say they all look the same, but they all look jagged and stuff like that. You can basically open up these rocks to get potential goo, because sometimes goo go to sleep. It's rare, but sometimes a goo go into like this hibernation state to preserve its life state, and it was like close up. Sometimes you could gamble and you could open up these rocks, and sometimes you get trash, sometimes you get material, sometimes you could get these goo that are sleeping. And Feng Wan remember in his past life that when somebody gambled and got this one goo worm from this one rock, you know, he tried to plan that. When the caravan came by, he went to the auction place and he meticulously bought them in a way, and bought them during a time where if there was any investigation goo around or like surveillance goo, it wouldn't look suspicious. But this didn't matter later on, because this girl, the divine investigator, daughter, her name was like T and something. She had like this intuition goo, or like intuitive goo, that basically makes it so that she can intuitively feel something when she tried to investigate something. And she started to really feel bad about Feng Wan when she started to search deep into him, but that's like later on in volume 1. But like I said, he's gambling the liquor worm, and then he ends up getting this other worm too that he didn't even open in front of them, because he face slapped them by opening up the liquor worm, because they thought that he didn't know what he was doing by gambling and buying so many rocks. Because everybody was like, why would he buy so many rocks, bro? If you're unlucky, don't get mad. Crashing out, he must be a young master with all these primeval stones. And then freaking he opens up, face slap everybody. He opened up all the rocks and he kept on getting blanks, and everybody started to walk away because he wasn't finna get another one. But he put the last rock that he didn't open and put it away and walked away and stopped opening it in front of people, in case he does get a goo from there. And I don't think he did, but it gave him the excuse to say that, oh, the reason why his cultivation was getting faster to like the Guyu elders was because he gambled and got the liquor worm from the rock, because nobody knew he had the liquor worm. That's why they was like, how is he going up in his cultivation fast? Bro, you see how much he pre-plans everything, bro. It's, oh my god. But like I said about the divine investigator daughter, she started to use the intuition goo, and then they went into like the surveillance, they went to like the archives of the Guyu Goo ancestors, and I say archives because it wasn't a true archives, and they went to go back to the video of when all the 14-year-olds in the village first awakened their goo. So like when Feng Wan first reincarnated, they wanted to see the moment of, and Feng Wan brother was there tagging along with the divine investigator along with his daughter, because he wanted to see what was up with Feng Wan, because he started to realize Feng Wan has been scheming this whole time. He killed a couple mortals. They exposed him on that. Well, she exposed him on that. Everybody got surprised, but mortal lives don't mean nothing. But it's just that he hid it this whole time. This old lady who was an elder wanted to pin Feng Wan for killing her daughter because she had this intuition that he was or whatever, right? Because she really hated him too, because she finessed him out of the liquor worm too. But anyways, right? Because he wanted to upgrade the liquor worm. But you see how so much stuff is connected? But bro is like, oh my god, he's just so crafty. He's such a crafty person. And then his brother's starting to realize that, so he was like, I want to see my brother, because he remembered that his brother really like cool and cold that day. Like he was like really impassive, you know what I mean? Like he was really blank, and he was like, yo, this shit was always weird, and why his brother always been like acting like this. He just wanted to know. They're looking at the footage when Feng Wan brother goes to not Feng Wan brother, but when Feng Wan goes up to awaken his aptitude. No, not yet. They saw the other people who like there was this other dude, a Guyu elder son, who got a B rank, and this other dude who faked his son getting the B rank, but he actually like manipulated and used this, like he actually used his own primeval essence to boost his son cultivation base up, but he wouldn't be able to cultivate unless they get like a water aperture goo that washes away the impurities. And he was like, yeah, don't worry, I could get that for you too. And Feng Wan actually tried to scheme against him and actually get that from him, but it didn't work because Feng Wan knew this secret. But that's besides the point. I digress. And she even called it out like, oh yeah, he most likely cheated. This dude really don't have a B rank. He really has a C rank that is masked as the B rank. And the divine investigator nodded his head, showing that he approved. Like, yeah, you ain't wrong. And Feng Xing's like, oh my god, what? Wait, but okay, let's see Feng Wan. And he goes to Feng Wan. They show him going into the Hope Goo. And because that's how you awaken your aperture. You go into this Hope Goo. It's the story with Renzu. Oh my god, bro. This video is going to be long, bro. Because it's the story about Renzu. And the Renzu is literally like this mythical folklore that is told in Reverend and Insanity. That kind of like builds up the world. And like gives an explanation to sometimes insights on how Goo Masters thing. How shit got structuralized. Even to 10 immortal bodies. And actually it's starting to be built up that this story is actually quote unquote real, that these people actually exist. Renzu was a real person. He really was the first man, because right now it's kind of like this folklore type of thing, like this mythical story that isn't proven to be true. But come on, bro, I think when you start to hit the immortal realms, I can't wait till I hit the immortal realms, bro, because I already know that's when the world really gonna open up, bro. But then they show Feng Wan going into the Hope Goo, you know, and then him stopping at this length of the lake, and everybody being surprised and being like shocked, like, oh my god, Feng Wan, he can't keep on going, he's barely even halfway. Don't tell me he's a C rank Goo Master. And everybody getting surprised, shocked, face slap, even his brother. But they see Feng Wan face and it's blank. It's nothing. It's no, and she sensed no emotion from him. Even the divine investigator started to frown, because it's like, yo, this dude is definitely suspicious. And even like one of the Guyu elders like gulped, like, yo, you'll think as a 14-year-old thinking about being a Goo Master your whole life, even if you try to be edgy, cool, or calm, or you try to calm down your excitement, you'll think everybody hyping you up in the village thinking you're gonna be an A rank, but you turn out to be a C rank, you'll feel something. Even if you try not to show it, your actions, your body movements, something will give it up. But no, it was nothing. This dude quite literally didn't care, as if everything was expected to be like that. As if he already knew this already, or as if he didn't care, or it could be both. Either way, it'll be crazy, because what? Oh my god, and the whole flower crane, what's his name? Flying crane, snow. I popped them up on the screen. Versus the first Guyu ancestor. Oh my god, it turned out that's the reason why the soil was red in the Red Monk's inheritance, was because underground the Guyu ancestor was actually sleeping there. And actually he had the blood bats there, and it was dyed red and shit like that. And so that's why the soil was red and there was light seeping through. Oh my god, that was so legendary, bro. Like, Reverend Insanity is one of the greatest novels I've ever read. It's definitely in the top 3. It can't get any better than this, right?